Hello Star, written by Stephanie Lucianovic, art by Vashti. One winter night, a light shone in the dark sky, brighter than any star, brighter than any planet, far, far away. A girl who was young and new and bright and strong was curious about the light. It's a supernova, her mother explained. A very big star is dying. It will shine like that for a long time until it finally fades away. The little girl felt her heart pinch at the idea of a star slowly losing its light all the way out there on its own. She bent her knees and jumped, even though she knew she couldn't reach something so far away. Before the girl crawled into bed that night, she looked out her window and whispered, "Hello, star. I know you're scared, but you're not alone." At school, the girl usually let others do the talking, but now she had questions of her own. The teacher pointed to a chart of the solar system and told her that our galaxy, the Milky Way, is thick with stars, and that the closest one to Earth is the sun. But the girl wanted to know more, so she went to the library, carried home slipping stacks of books to read with her parents. Night after night, the girl brushed her teeth, put on her pajamas, and stood at the window to say, "Hello, star. Don't worry. I know you're out there." When the girl got older, she could read books to herself. She discovered that stars have different colors, sizes, and temperatures, and that her star was a blue supergiant, the largest of all. She also read that blue supergiants don't usually flare brightly enough to be seen from Earth. That meant her star was special. The girl became a young woman who studied long into the inky nights. She began to understand what might happen at the end of her star's life. It could become a neutron star made of material so heavy that a teaspoon of its shimmering, blazing star stuff would weigh as much as a mountain. Her star could become a black hole, pulling in lights and mysteries at the same time. She longed to solve those mysteries, and she realized that reading and studying and watching from afar wasn't enough for her. "Hello, star," she whispered. "I'll find a way to you." She practiced flying and ate while floating in mid-air. She fixed machines and ran for miles. When the woman felt frustrated and tired, she looked up at her patient star, waiting so far out in space, and took a deep breath. She knew from her careful calculations and from telescopes as big as the entire room that her star was getting dimmer. They were running out of time. So one night, after working harder than ever, she said, "Hello, star, I'm coming." Now other people listened to the woman because she knew a great deal about stars and planets and moons and space. She told them about the icy rings of Saturn and about Pluto's frozen heart. She told them about the wild, spinning red ice storm on Jupiter that lasted hundreds of years. Every moment brought her closer to the long trip she would take. The woman felt a spark of excitement and hope in her heart. At last, she stepped aboard a ship. She zoomed through pale blue skies, zipped past plummet of white pillows of clouds, and flew far beyond Earth's atmosphere. She traveled along an endless velvet night that stretched itself in all directions, and she didn't stop until she was hundreds of thousands of miles away from home. On her first day in space, the woman took a walk by the light of the Earth. In the cold, dark silence, surrounded by 400 billion stars, she bent her knees and jumped. On the moon, she could reach higher than ever before. And the woman, who was still the hopeful girl who had watched and studied and loved a distant tangle of lights and fire for all these years, stretched out her hand to her patient friend. "Hello, star. I'm here." In the silent depths of space, the stars sighed proudly, and as the tired blue giant finally faded into dark, it cracked into many more stars, all of them young and new and bright and strong. The end.